The Lion's Gate on August the 8th brings with an acceleration to our ascension. There are so many light codes now coming in, shortly before the Lion's Gate and definitely on the Lion's Gate day on August the 8th. There's so many new light codes coming in. New codexes are being downloaded within our consciousness, which will assist us in really awakening more. It will assist us with our own ascension. Now, every living being, every living soul will receive this upgrade, whether they're already awake or they're still deeply asleep. This Lion's Gate really brings that acceleration to our ascension, because with everything that has been happening this year, it all led to this point to really ascend more, to awaken more, to really find our path, to step into our soul's highest timeline. And this Lion's Gate, the energies that are available on or around the Lion's Gate is so potent to really assist us in so many ways to elevate our life, elevate our consciousness, awaken more, find our path, really discover what we're here to do in all of those different things. And in this video today, I want to share with you the 5 key things that I think you should know about this particular Lion's Gate on August the 8th, so you can really open yourself up to make the most out of these light codes that are now coming in to really assist you on your path of awakening. The first thing I would like for you to know is that there's still the continuous purge that is happening. And yes, it may not be so comfortable, and you may have already gone through a period, maybe even a long period of internal and external purging, but just know it's actually happening to your highest and greatest good. Because in order for us to awaken more, well, we have to let go of all that stuff, all that baggage that we have been carrying around, all those limiting beliefs, the limited programming, the past pains, all the things that we have experienced in the past that are no longer serving us, even past life related things, some karma, soul contracts, ancestral ties. All of this stuff is now coming to the surface and has been coming to the surface for quite some time. And you may have already gone through a period of immense change and purging and healing and releasing. And you may be feeling like, I'm done with this. When will this be over? And this Lion's Gate will really be that catalyst for that change that is then about to happen and moving forward. But the purge will continue just a little longer, because it is important for you to release anything that is out of alignment, that is really keeping you from really stepping into your power. And yes, it can be very uncomfortable, it can be very overwhelming, and it may even stretch you in ways that is quite uncomfortable. Now here I want to invite you to check out a video. It's about expanding your energetic nervous system, because when you are going through an ascension, when you're going through an awakening, your nervous system is being activated. So whenever you're feeling not okay, whenever you're feeling like stretched and pushed, like there's so much coming at you from all sides, your nervous system is being activated, especially with all that purging, all that external changes, the internal changes, all of that is happening. Your nervous system may be overactive at this time. So check out this video. It's a powerful light language activation to really soothe your energetic nervous system. That will help you with this whole ascension process to really stay in alignment, so it just doesn't get too overwhelming. But just know that, with this Lion's Gate, with all that is coming in, with this ascension upgrade that we're receiving, there is still some purging that is necessary to really let go of all the stuff that is out of alignment, that is no longer serving you, that is simply ready to be let go of. Because all that purging, all that letting go of is really necessary to awaken more. Because all the stuff that you have been holding on to is kind of overshadowing you, that awakened you. So just allow this to unfold. Yes, it's going to be uncomfortable. Just here, be gentle with yourself. If you need some time for rest, or to be alone, or maybe to even just have like a little cry session, perfectly fine. Do what you feel called to do, to really release whatever is coming to the surface. And like I said, definitely check out the video. The link is in the description below about that expanding your energetic nervous system. Then the second thing I would like for you to know is, and that's the beautiful thing, is there's much release that can be felt with this, because all that purging, all that letting go, the energies, is like it's washing away all that stuff, all that overwhelm, all that frustration, all that pain, all that the negative feelings from that purging that you have been going through, maybe even for some time now. You will then feel lighter and freer as well. So here, hand it all over to the Lion's Gate. Really let this energy wash away all the stuff that is coming up for you. I really want to invite you, take time out, before the Lion's Gate, definitely on the Lionsgate and maybe even after Lionsgate, to really just tune in, just to hand it all over. If you could take all your baggage, just give it to someone else. That's kind of like the energy that we're in right now. That is what is available to you. Hand it all over to this Lionsgate energy, to let it all wash away all the stuff that is really holding you back, weighing you down, limiting you from really being all that you can be. So really hand it over, because when you do, there's so much release that can be felt. And even if you're not consciously aware of, you releasing, you handing over or whatnot, you will still feel that release, because the energy has been quite tight this year. So it really feels like you may feel that releasing, that tenseness is releasing. So with this Lionsgate, you may then feel that shift in energy, that things are easing up. You will then feel freer, feel lighter, feel more excited again about what's to come. Because that leads me into the third thing I want you to know, is that with this purge, with this releasing, with this, easing up, there's also a wave of freshness coming into your life. Think of it like that, like after this period of purging, and then all of a sudden you're just like, I'm finally done. You feel that releasing, and then that freshness is basically that easing up. You feel then more uplifted. You will feel then that sense of inner freedom, because you will then know that you have done big work. You have done a lot through this Lionsgate portal that you're already in. You will know that, okay, I've done the work. I feel so much freer now. And that really brings that fresh air basically in your life. Maybe even before, you felt quite stuck in your life and you weren't really sure, what to do, where to go, how to move forward. Maybe you even have been questioning about your path, of what you're here to do, and all of those different things. Well, with this immense purge that is now happening because of this Lionsgate portal, this Lionsgate energies, and all the energies, the light codes, the codex that were really being infused with, you will then feel that opening up again. New ideas are coming in, new pathways are opening up. All that newness, that freshness now enters your life. You will no longer feel that stuck energy that you have felt up until this point, or that you may have felt up until this point. Which brings me to the fourth piece here, is that your mental mind also receives an upgrade. Yes, you're receiving new downloads, new programming, because all that old limited stuff that you may have been holding on to is no longer serving you on this higher path moving forward. So your mental mind also will receive an upgrade. So this Lionsgate is definitely, it comes with an immense punch, but it's a good punch, because it will really help you elevate your thinking, elevate your life, elevate on so many different levels. So yes, it may be quite a taxing day. And even leading up to it, you may not even feel the energy really rising. You may even feel a little squeezed, a little pushed, because that is that purge already happening, right? So that purge energy is not just happening on Lionsgate, on August the 8th, but it's already leading up to it. And it actually is going to continue even a few days afterwards as well. But the peak point is really on August the 8th. But you will really receive that internal upgrade on so many levels, where you're really then receiving that internal upgrade on your program. Think of it like that. You buy a brand new computer and you're putting all these new programs in there, or, you're upgrading your system and stuff like that. That's kind of like what it is happening with this Lionsgate. It's a massive upgrade on all levels. And your mental mind is also very important, that it receives an upgrade to have those higher thoughts, to let go of lack and limitation, but really tap into infinite possibilities. So you're receiving those light codes. So you may actually feel that your crown may be, pulsating, because that's where all the light codes are coming in. You may feel a little headachy as well, because all that stuff is coming in. All these light codes, these frequencies are coming in. So if you're having some sort of a headache, or even your third eye could be pulsating as well, if you do, you can just gently tap on your third eye, tap on your crown, or wherever you're feeling it in your head. You can just do a little tapping. Your pineal gland may also then be overactive as well, or you may feel some tension there too. So just know that you're receiving immense upgrades with this Lionsgate. And here I want to invite you, open yourself up to it. Now, if you can meditate on or around the Lionsgate, that would be ideal, because when you meditate, you open yourself up. Now, of course, you always have free will. Say, no, I don't want these downloads. I don't want it. You can say that too, but open yourself up to it, because it will be to your highest and greatest good. But like I said, you have free will. You can do whatever you would like. But if you do want to receive these upgrades, I highly recommend take time out, leading up to the Lion's Gate, so you can also become aware of what requires healing and releasing, because there is that purge happening, whether you're aware of it or not, or whether you want it or not, but there is that purge happening. So if you tune in, if you take time out to tune in before the Lion's Gate, even, on Lion's Gate especially, and then even afterwards, just to let it all happening. What I'm getting is that leading up to it, it's more so that purge happening, then after the Lion's Gate is more so that integration phase. So if you do your work leading up to the Lion's Gate for your purging, the releasing, the letting go and whatnot, then on the Lion's Gate, you're really receiving this massive, beautiful upgrade. And then after that, you will then really have that time of integration, because you then need to integrate all these light codes, the codexes that are being infused within you. You have to integrate that. Even all the healing, the purging that has happened, you need to integrate that too. So just plan for a couple of days of maybe taking things a little slower, going at your own pace, gifting yourself a little bit more time for self-care, for going within, for maybe journaling, meditating, but thinking about your future, really gazing ahead. What do you feel called to be stepping into, and those type of things. But you're definitely receiving that immense mental upgrade too, which then also brings me to the fifth and final piece here, is that you're then actually also then your vibration accelerates then too. So you're receiving a vibrational upgrade as well, where you're being activated within. Activated to really elevate your frequency, because then you're raising in frequency, you're tapping into those higher level frequencies, the higher realms, and you're really aligning yourself in that way to your higher soul's template. So there's a lot of activation happening as well. So you wouldn't also feel like, you may not also feel your body kind of buzzing, because you're being, your frequency is being attuned to that higher level frequency as well. So you're really being raised in frequency. That will then also help you with manifesting, with really drawing in, more abundance, more freedom, more happiness, more joy, all these beautiful things. So you're being uplifted from the lower level frequency of lack, limitation, doubt and fear and all that, to a much higher frequency. So, on or around the Lion's Gate, you may actually feel your body kind of buzzing. You may even feel tension in your body, maybe some constriction as you're being really activated to that higher frequency, because that then also will activate your inner light. It will elevate your presence in this world. So think of it like that. You're really getting that energetic boost to your being, to who you are. That will then elevate your presence in this world. You're then also then receiving that internal nudge to really embrace your path of world service, meaning that maybe you're really feeling then called to step into what you're here to do, or really elevate what you have been doing, really being that way shower, that leader, that mentor, that guide to others, or just simply someone that really lives their life in alignment, that really makes that impact by just you being you. Whatever it is, whatever you are called to do as far as world service, of really being of service to the world, and you just shining your light brighter and receiving these upgrades, allowing these upgrades to really take place and really embody it. That in itself will have a beautiful ripple effect. And I also just want to mention, I will also release a Lion's Gate activation, a light language activation, to really help you really embody that. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, definitely do so. Hit that notification bell so you will get notified whenever I release new content. And hey, while you're at it, maybe even hit the like button if you enjoyed this video so far. But these are the 5 key things that I really want you to know about this powerful Lion's Gate. When I tuned into that energy, it was powerful, it was expansive, it was like explosive even. So it really holds that lion's frequency, that big roar. So it's definitely a powerful energy. And the way you can really make the most out of this beautiful Lion's Gate portal on August the 8th is take time out. That is the best thing that you can do, is take time out to tune in. Allow whatever wants to come to the surface, allow it to come up. Like before the lion's gate, leading up to the lion's gate, take time out to really do that purging, that healing, that releasing. Now also this may mean that also that you may feel called to purge externally as well. So do that internally and external purging and letting go, releasing stuff that you no longer need. Making a decision of letting go certain even people or situations in your life that are simply no longer in alignment with you. Look through all areas of your life, especially also internally, to see what can you let go of, what can you release, and then do that work leading up to the lion's gate. And on lion's gate, really set the intention. You're just going to let it all go. You're handing it over. You're letting it wash away. You're just like, you're done with it. You're handing over your baggage to this beautiful frequency. And then on the lion's gate, really take that time out to then open yourself up to receiving the codes, receiving the downloads. And maybe then even watch that light language activation that I'm about to release here in a couple of days as well. And just soak in the frequencies. Then after lion's gate, take some time, because like I said, you may feel a little unsteady because you need some time to integrate. But that's really how you can make the most of it. And if you would like to have some help in really releasing any stuck energies and really helping you to let go of all the stuff that is holding you back and opening yourself up to that accelerated ascension, I want to invite you to check out my transformational healing sessions, where we can spend an hour just for that deep healing, that deep releasing, letting go of whatever is coming up for you. There's a link in the description below if you would like to check that out. I would be honored to be able to assist you, especially during this time right now, to really release all that stuck energy. But here you go. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button. Maybe even leave me a comment below. Let me know, are you feeling that energy already? Are you feeling that tension in your body already building up? Are you feeling like those codes already coming in? I would love to know. Leave me a comment below. And definitely be sure to check out this video here about that energetic nervous system expansion to really help you with these frequencies as well. It's definitely going to benefit you. Okay, so I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, make it an amazingly abundant and joyful day. Namaste.